Hello and welcome to episode 56 of the Fish Tank. So what's famous about number 56? Well, of course, you may be thinking it is the number of the times yeah, the word yeah, is sung in the song Lithium by Nevada. So the number of times Kurt Cobain managed to fit the word yeah into that song, and by way of copying him, Michael Stipe from REM fitted the word yeah 56 times into the REM song Man on the Moon, which is sung about Andy Kaufman. So I think I've said the word yeah about 5 times now, so I might be able to match those two greats. Actually, funny enough, I was at a quiz the other day and there was a question about Kurt Cobain and Michael Stipe, which inevitably was what band is Michael Stipe in, because he's the godfather of Kurt Cobain's child, which the answer, obviously, as I've said, is REM. And we won the quiz, and as a result I won that Easter egg that's just placed behind me there. And but the main thing is, our quiz team name was actually called Team Fish Tank, which was pretty cool, you know. Also in the student union, last week, last Friday night, I was spotted by someone who said they're a big fan of the Fish Tank. One of the lads, hello Ross. I know you are and all that. He obviously knows me because he watches the Fish Tank, and he just came over like he sort of said, "Can I just talk to you for a moment while you're not sort of talking to a lass as you normally do?" So yeah, it's no problem. We had a quick chat about the Fish Tank, and very interesting it was and all. Last week's episode actually got one comment from it from Solway talking about the what I was wearing. He said it's like a gay sailor suit. It's not a gay sailor suit. It was just a cricket top, a sleeveless cricket top. And cricketers aren't gay, you know. We bat for the right team and all that. So it's time for apology of the week. Apology. Well, my friend Scott would like to apologise. Would like me to apologise to him because he claims that I've been stealing his jokes to the Fish Tank. So I'd like to apologise, Scott. You're not funny, so I don't steal your jokes. Okay, not funny, yeah. The jokes I use are my own, you know. Don't go around stealing them from anyone else. Least of all you. Who I don't want to get offensive or anything, but he's a bit of a chunky monkey. Scott is just a bit of a big lad, you know. Just got back from Hungary actually. He had to buy a new passport and everything. I think the only reason he actually got a new passport was because they have to put biometric chips in it, and he thought it was actually just chips they put in your passport, which is why he got one. So there you go. So what's been happening this week anyway? Well, loads of things been in the news. I saw Keith Richards in the news, lead singer of the Rolling Stones. Apparently I saw him in the newspaper on Sunday. He was encouraging young pop stars not to take drugs, presumably because Keith Richards has himself taken every drug possible. You know, there's none left for everyone else after Keith Richards had a go at everything. So yeah, a bit ironic, sort of him. I suppose he's just sort of like telling his life experiences out to other people. But there you go. In Australia this week, interesting, there's been an apology. The Australian Prime Minister has apologised to the Australian Aboriginals for the way the Aborigines, not Aboriginals, for the way in which they've been treated over their lifetime. So I say, you know, yeah, sorry guys, you know. Apparently, one thing they actually did was say they were going to try and match up the life expectancies of the immigrants, the white Australians and the native Australian people. So I'm not sure how he's going to do that. I'm not sure if they're going to sort of like start killing white people off earlier. Is one possible way of doing it, or yeah, can't really see how they're going to be able to force the Aborigines to live longer lives. A bit weird. The Olympics as well, the Beijing Olympics will be held later on this year, and Steven Spielberg has apparently pulled out of his involvement in it. I think he was going to perform in the pole vault, but I'm not fully sure. But he was meant to be the artistic director of the opening ceremony and stuff like that. I'm not sure whether it was going to be like something like Jurassic Park, and it was going to sort of get a massive computer-generated Tyrannosaurus Rex to come in and then eat loads of the athletes or something like that. Don't know, seems a bit of a strange one to have Steven Spielberg involved, but oh well, there you go. So it's time for the Celeometer now, and who would I like on the show? Well, I'd quite like Jordan. Quite like to get on the show as well. But I saw in the newspaper on Sunday saying that apparently she wanted to kill herself at one point. Apparently she had an argument with Peter Andre, jumped in a car and drove off. Stormed off in a car, and she said apparently she thought to herself, why don't I just drive this car into a wall and end it all now? I suppose if she was in a car accident she probably wouldn't get harmed, she'd probably be protected by the airbags, if you get what I mean. So it's time for headline of the week now anyway, which this week, I'm not sure which paper it's from. It just says Organ Festival ends in smashing climax. So bit harsh. as I say. I quite like the sound of organs and stuff like that. So why would you not smash them up? Yeah? If you're a keen fan of the organ, which is presumably why you play the organ, why would you want to start smashing your tools of your trade up? I mean, I wouldn't start. Yeah, I do fish tank. I wouldn't start smashing my webcam up, would I? It'd be bonkers. And quote of the week this week comes from Claire Frisbee, who's a presenter on Look North, and I'm not sure whether this is too rude to read out or not, to be honest. She says she's eating a hot dog, by the way, at this point. She says, "There's nothing like having a big hot sausage in you on a winter's night." Don't think I'd enjoy it, if I'm being honest, but disgraceful. I can't believe no one sort of realised the gaffe that she'd made while saying that's quite frankly disgraceful. What? That's a terrible thing for a newscaster to say. So that's all for this week's show. And before I go, apparently I've heard news that a woman has taken to eating Granny Smiths every day to stop her being stalked by David Tennant, and apparently it's worked. Proving at last that an apple a day can keep the doctor away. So there you go. Goodbye. I'll see you next week. Bye.